And our top focus on Newspoint is from Pakistan. The newly elected Pakistan National Assembly is voting to elect its new Speaker and Deputy Speaker. This after elections were held on February 8th, along with provincial legislative assemblies. The voting for the Speaker of the Federal Lower House, which was scheduled to start at 10 a.m. local time, has been delayed for now. The PMLN and PPP have joined hands to form the government in Pakistan after every party failed to secure a majority. The contestants of allied parties for the post of Speaker and Deputy Speaker are pitched against PTI-backed lawmakers in the vote, which will be held through secret ballot. Meanwhile, Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf announced that barrister Gohar Ali Khan has been elected as the party's chairman. The statement added that Omar Ayub has been elected as the general secretary. The two winners were announced after the opponents withdrew nomination papers. PTI was set to hold intra-party elections on March 3rd, for which a number of leaders submitted their nomination papers. And talking about provinces, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Assembly is voting to elect its new Chief Minister. The KP Assembly elected its Speaker and Deputy Speaker on Thursday. PTI-backed independents won maximum 90 seats in the member assembly. The PTI has nominated Ali Amin Gandapur for the Chief Minister post against PMLN's Ibdahullah Khan. The 51-member Balochistan Provincial Assembly will elect its new Chief Minister on Saturday. The PPP, which is eyeing the Chief Minister's seat here unopposed, but is yet to name its nominee. And for the latest, our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is now joining us live from inside Parliament in Islamabad. Hi Anas, now you're joining us from inside Parliament in Islamabad there. The session of the 16th National Assembly has resumed, and the voting for Speaker of the Federal House also just began a few moments ago. Tell us more.
Well, yes, the session was to begin. It's been delayed slightly, and as I talk to you, the Speaker and the National Deputy Speaker's election is to go underway in a very short while from now. The procedure is to be dictated. Both the PMLN and the PTI leaders are still coming in and popping in at the Parliament as we speak. We're still awaiting Nawaz Sharif and Shehbaz Sharif to come here at the Parliament itself and to vote for the Deputy Speaker and the Speaker. But all in all, the first bit would be the election of the Speaker, and then the second bit would be the election of the Deputy Speaker. That is going to be sometime later in the later half of the afternoon, given that today is a Friday and there will be a Friday prayer break. Rahisha?
Right, Anas, now the allied parties have positioned their contestants, like you mentioned, for the office of Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Meanwhile, PTI backers have also put forth their contestants.
Well, yes, both the opposition or the seeming opposition and the seeming government in waiting, they've put up their candidates. It comes in the backdrop or in the midst of that arrangement that has been brokered for the very fact that that an arrangement with regards to the power sharing formula in the government is there. The People's Party will not be there, will not be part of the government, but it would still be holding these constitutional positions. It's a rainy day here in Islamabad. Probably you can see in the frame as well. There's still raindrops that are popping in. It's slightly cold. Probably one of the reasons as well that led to the delay of the session, because the member parliaments are still coming in. They're probably stuck outside because of the rainy situation. But all in all, today would mark the new Speaker and the Deputy Speaker taking oath, and then followed by the schedule for the election of the leader of the House would be out. So we would be expecting that to be done by Sunday, Rahisha.
Right, Anas, apart from the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker to be elected in the National Assembly today, the dates for the presidential polls are scheduled to take place on 9th March. Tell us about that.
the presidential polls is part of the constitution. The constitution says that the electoral college has to be completed. The president has completed his tenure on the 9th of September, but at that point of time the parliament was not in session and there was not a completion of the electoral college. So with the elections, the electoral college stands completed. Therefore the election commission has now put out a schedule. So in all likelihood, in the run-up, next week too is going to be eventful, because today is the election of the speaker and the deputy speaker. Sunday is the voting for the leader of the house, that was the voting for the prime minister. Monday is when it is likely to be the oath of the new prime minister, and then the following Friday is when we will be seeing the presidential election. So packed days ahead for Pakistani politics, but it would be interesting as to how it pans out. Raisha?
Right, Anas, we'll of course be tracking all of this with you here on WION. Thanks very much for taking our time and joining us here on the show.